After the latest buffs, I've been playing a lot of Mist, so I put together over 2 hours of PvP gameplay using 10 different builds in Albion Online. And if you want to try any of these builds for yourself, you can find detailed build guides for all of them on my main channel. In this fight I have the Q advantage. Our range is little bit more than his Q, so we need to take advantage of that and keep hitting our Qs while dodging his. Well, it wasn't intentional, but missing my W and E gave him confidence, so he decided to chase me, which is not gonna turn out great for him. I always find this funny, like on top of the chest there are a bunch of people buying dismounts, no one has balls to dismount and fight because everyone knows that someone will rat. So if you are the one dismount first, you can actually grab the chest and go away. In most cases. Not guaranteed, obviously. So I inspect him beforehand and I decide to dismount him inside of the mobs to give him some confidence to fight back because mobs are on me, which worked out fine. But here we go, we have a red coming up. 1.5k curse. So I leave the tornado portion to give myself some time. And he hit it. I have some more time now. But he's coming back. Let's see, let's see. And here goes my signature W and E misses. Well, at this point he's half HP while chasing. I purge his cleric with my mage robe, and he dies. I was going for the small fish, but we also got the bigger fish. You know how annoying it is to fight against brawler gloves, so I changed my chest to frost shield to give myself a little bit more like defense. We lowered them a lot before he engaged, so it's gonna be alright. Right now what you need to do is time your W to hit when their cleric robe ends, and it will just finish them. Don't forget this treasure coffer, it's gonna be really important pretty soon, and we have another brawler gloves. I did mount up to make him like waste some of his spells. Unfortunately I missed my E, I used it on his cleric, but it's fine. We will come back to him. We are not gonna let him open that coffer. That's for sure. Another W and E miss, our signature at this point. He's pretty low. We are kinda low also. I think he saw what's inside and trying to grab it. This time it worked out fine. We hit all of everything. He landed his combo also, so we are low as well. Now once again, what did I say? Time your W and you get the kill. Actually it's the same guy I think. But now wait for the bigger prize. Well, I think it was definitely worth the fight over this treasure coffer. What do you think? Well, this guy was crazy enough to dismount and try to open the chest in front of me, so yeah. The mob sacrificed himself, so my E didn't hit him. Once again, I hit a mob. Mob sacrificed himself and Frost got away, I think. But on the left side of the screen you see someone with full HP. That's the person we have to worry about now. And I think he got the Frost. So now we have to deal with him. And guess his build. Of course it's a red curse build. But we do not back up from reds. He used his E prematurely with only 2 stacks, so he's gonna be in some trouble. I got excited because it's a legendary small chest, but well, the drop itself wasn't that exciting, to be honest. Well, this is a pretty good example of dismount potential of Warbow. At this point, Battle Bracers kinda got away, but this Boltcasters decided to donate himself, basically. After the recent buffs, Mists are full of Frost players, and we do kinda nice against Frost players with this Warbow setup. This one wasn't even using the dash W, so it was even easier. Well, this one is kind of funny because when you inspect him, it seemed like he didn't select any Q or W spells, so I thought this was going to be an easy fight. So I was kind of messing around, I just dismounted him, but it turns out he had his Q and W selected, so I put myself kind of a bad position. Let's see how it's gonna play out. Like, what is this W I am using? It's terrible. And I missed the E also, like, what? Luckily, Tornado Potion helped me create some distance. Once again, another W miss. Luckily, I was able to turn this around, but it was a very, very messy fight for me. Well, unfortunately, on this fight, these two decided to turn this into a group project, and it kinda worked out for them. I can't really get away from the Frost at this point. Well, let's just say another very messy fight is coming up. Not just one fight, actually. Well, here, instead of using my W, I should have waited for him to come close so I could guarantee my W hits. And that W was the difference. But anyways, even if I killed him, there was another guy coming up. So it was a fun fight.
Usually legendaries disappoints me, but this time it wasn't that bad, it was good actually. So I saw this guy clearing the camp, I went out, dismount, try to ambush him. With this setup you want to take every single advantage you can take over your opponent. So I went outside, waited a little bit, and now we're going in. For some reason, I guess he didn't see me, he got dismounted, so we basically caught him off guard. Luckily, we have all the mobility in the world, so it's not gonna be an issue to catch him. With our engage, we made him use his hunt route, so the only defensive he has now is like the Inferno Shield. Ideally, you don't really want to deal all of your Stalker Jacket damage inside of the Inferno Shield, but I did it anyways. But when you are playing, try to be more careful about that. Here I decided to go away a little bit. Luckily, even if our target is off screen, we can catch up in most cases, since our whole setup is built around mobility. Never rush your E if you think that you might miss it. Use your Qs to get a good angle on your E. Like, even when you are fighting against lower item power players, you always need to kite. This is not a build that you can just sit on top of your target and deal damage. That's not gonna work out fine for you in most cases. So always kite when you deal your main damage. Obviously, if you can keep track of your opponent's cooldowns, that's even better, so you can decide when to kite, depending on your enemy's cooldowns as well. But obviously that's harder to do, but try to practice on that as well. Well, this is a bonus clip with the same set, but 8.3. I am doing this because I want him to use his assassin shoes before I get dismounted. So I was fighting with this Warbow guy, and at some point I lost my advantage. I ran away, used cabbage soup to heal up, and then waited for my cooldowns. And on my way out, I saw this Battle Axe. I basically sacrificed him to Warbow, so Warbow's attention will shift towards Battle Axe, and I'm gonna be able to eat my food, then go back and engage. So try to take advantage of everything basically. Now as you can see, they are fighting each other, even though that Battle Axe was low IP, still helpful. Now I have the advantage again. Well, it would be better if this Battle Axe guy didn't show up again, but he did. So we will try to take advantage of that once more. Now things will get a bit sketchy because I know that with my E I dismount Battle Axe also. So when he gets dismounted, I go away, let them do their thing, and I will go back and engage again pretty soon. Well, against Quarterstaff, just don't walk into his Qs, try to use your Q to move around and make him miss his spells. Obviously he will hit some, but at least try to dodge some of it, you know? I moved away as soon as I realized that he used his mercenary jacket Bloodlust to heal up, but he was kinda, I guess, smart enough to use it on the mobs, but a little bit too late for that because his Bloodlust ran off. when things are not going well for you. You stun the chaser, then use your abilities. If they get close, always use your stun on the target, then try to hit them with your Q to knock them back, then sprint away. Well, I guess they forgot about the chest or started to fight each other. I was still able to go and loot the chest. And on top of that, they were nice enough to leave this loot for me. I don't know how, but I got it. Well, we started the series with some good drops from the camps, and we are at 1.3 million. And this is my first matchup. It is against a Carving Sword player. He is like 100 IP lower than me, but he was really wanting this fight. That's what I'm trying to say. So I gave him the fight. I always try to like kite away. After a while, I don't want to stand on top of the target all the time. And from our first kill, we got 3.6 million silver. To be honest, here I was just minding my own business, clearing the camp, and then this Frost showed up. So we started fighting. Unfortunately, matchups against Frost players takes a long time, because both of us kinda kite. In this case, this Frost guy obviously wants to kite a lot. So I just chased him while trying to catch up and deal damage when I can. The one thing you need to pay attention against Frost players is like you can't chase them mindlessly. Otherwise they will keep dealing damage to you. Even if you have the IP advantage, it will end bad for you. So always try to dodge their Qs. If you have a clear advantage, then you can kinda mindlessly chase and just try to catch them. But otherwise, always be careful when you are chasing them. At this point I was getting pretty tired of it, but we got a huge assist from, you will see in a second. I guess I should split the loot with this mob. Once again I caught this Frost in the camp. Well, I didn't really caught him, but eventually I catched up. This one was less strong than the previous Frost, so it took less time, like significantly less time. The main thing when you are playing with a high expensive set, it's not the one you are fighting against. The other possibilities that might come up while you are dealing with your current target, that's the main problem. Or like the threats with playing with an expensive set. Well, to be honest, this drop was kinda underwhelming, because it was a big camp and we only got 200k. You remember a moment ago I was talking about the additional threats? You will see it pretty soon. You know when they start to gather up and start to shake their horses? Well, that means it is getting real. Like when the whole map starts to chase you, after that you start to see everyone as a threat and you don't care about their item power, their like set cost or anything like that. You just wanna kill everyone. Because when they have a chance, they will try to kill you, that's for sure. And as you can see, we don't have any problems against chasing anyone. We can chase Frost, we can chase Bloodleather, we can catch up to every single weapon basically. To be honest, this fight shouldn't have taken this long, but because I missed that E, it kinda dragged out. And this Flamewalker guy was like chasing me like crazy. For a moment I thought, am I seeing his build right? Like he's like 300 item power lower than me. What he's thinking, like mindlessly coming after me like that. Well, it turns out he didn't have anything special. I guess he just wanted to take the risk. I am not sure. Fights like these are basically free silver, to be honest. But there is always that risk of people gathering up and teaming up on you. That's one thing. But otherwise, people around 1.4, 1.5k, it is usually free silver. So I can kinda see why people decide to play with these expensive builds like mine. On paper it's like high risk, high reward, maybe. But to be honest, not really. If you are quite careful, the risk is quite low when you have 4.5k HP and basically unlimited mobility. Things really needs to go very bad for you to die. At least that's my experience from my first day. By the way, don't get me wrong, because I'm really risking at least a 30 million worth of items while playing with this build, like this exact setup. So if I die, it's gonna be a huge loss, and to recover that loss, you need to kill a lot of people. Obviously, when you fight against another Gucci player and kill them, then that's a huge profit as well. I guess this Bloodleather was bullying the Carvin earlier, so he was happy that I was killing the Bloodleather. Right after taking down that Bloodleather, I seen this fire guy, and as you can see, we can easily dismount an armored horse as well. Well, the pole hammer stunned me at the perfect time, so I wasn't able to loot the guy. I was pretty close to take down the pole hammer, but hey, here we go again. When this guy moved away, I wasn't going to chase him, but he got curious and come back. You might be thinking, damn, this is not looking good for you. But the thing is, we are just getting started. We didn't really hit him yet. And if he were like closer to us power-wise, my playstyle would be a lot different than this. Right now, I know I can brawl this out, I'm gonna win this. He don't have enough power, so I don't worry about anything, I just stand there and hit. That's why our HP went this low. My man don't even have the horse around. It's crazy. Man, these two are basically the only time I got lucky with the achievements. After this, it went horribly wrong. Well, I didn't include those, but I just wanted to share. Hopefully, I want to change that ability damage to lifesteal, or maybe auto attack damage, because I'm thinking about some other setup in the future, but we will see. I don't know if that's just me, but I find Quarterstaff's auto attack hits so satisfying. He has double
potions. So that's gonna be tough. For fuck's sake, did I miss that, really? How can I... This is the new good thing about this E. You can cancel out those dashes like that. Nice, I dodged his. Nice. We played it pretty nice. Since he has Stalk Root, I switched my invisibility for Inferno Shield and I changed the helmet to Force Field or Force Push, something like that, the one that pushes the enemy away, because I don't want him anywhere near me. I made the same exact changes for the spear also, with the same reasonings. We don't want him near us. These mobs are making too much noise. Well, I wasn't expecting 400k from him. Well, this was happening before also. We still don't know if they buffed Nightfall Abbey, but we got lucky and we got a million from this one. Yo, what? Wait, what's going on? Look at this, Spider-Man moments. 3 Frost.
I stole 1 million, by the way. No! Here you go, man. This is the real mist experience. There is someone in the camp, by the way. Hopefully he's not hearing all of this noise. Nice. These two were teaming up against me, but it looks like they decided to fight each other after I got away. But there is always payback. Here I trapped him inside of the mobs, so it was a bit easier thanks to that. In this first fight we are fighting against a double-bladed staff 4.4 and his other gear is 7.3. But this build is not that good anymore, unfortunately. It works as only a red weapon if you are not really good with it. To be honest, I wasn't worried about this too much, as long as I don't make any major mistakes. Well, you just saw my first mistake. I used my Armor of Valor early. I should have waited until he activates his Stalker Jacket. That was one of the mistakes. On top of that, I missed my E, which is never a good thing. Well, here instead of doing the double dash, I should have just used my boots, I think. But at least I activated my Armor of Valor at the right time this time. To be honest, after missing that E and Q, I was kinda worried. On top of that, I got damage from the mobs as well. But luckily, I was able to finish it off. Well, this is what happens when you switch your weapon every single day. It takes some time to get used to it again. And next we have Paws 4.4 with good attunements, and his gear was like 7.3, I think. I checked again, it was 6.3, and myself I am playing with a 6.2 set with overcharge. Once he activates the Inferno Shield, I use my E and go away because I don't want to hit through that Inferno Shield. I try to activate my chest when he uses his E because I want him to get silenced right after, so he don't get the full benefit from the healing of the Bear Paw E. This time I wasn't able to get out right away when he activates Inferno Shield, so he kinda won that trade. And when I missed this E, I was thinking like, oh man, this fight is over, we are dead. But I kite away and try to take advantage of something. And luckily, mobs show up and I stun him inside of the mobs AoE. So basically, mobs finishes the job for me. That's how I recovered from that mistake. I didn't include it, but before this fight, I resetted this exact fight I think 2 times because I didn't get the start I wanted. So if you play with Great Hammer, you can basically reset a fight how many times you want. Like, you have that potential, so use it. If the first trade or first engage doesn't work in your way, just go away, reset, and repeat that until it works for you. There is no shame in that. That's one of the strong sides of Great Hammer. Once again, when you see the Inferno Shield, you kite away. And Inferno Shield is getting nerfed next update, it's gonna last shorter, so it's gonna be easier to deal with. And I'm not sure why this guy called me a rat, because this was my first interaction with him in this map. Maybe he was mad because I was kiting away when he activated the Inferno Shield, but I don't know what he was expecting. This time I didn't go too far away because I didn't want him to like run away. In this one actually I dismounted for someone else, but I saw this guy on the edge of my screen, so I decided to chase him. It's a regular bow and they can't kite away against Great Hammer. Currently only weapon that can run away from Great Hammer is the Quarterstaff. So I don't really recommend fighting or dealing with Quarterstaffs at all. They can't really kill you if you play carefully, but then if they play carefully also, you can't really kill them, so it's just waste of time. Once again we have bear paws. Here I used my helmet to decrease the damage he's going to deal. And once again, after the E, I activated my chest. Inferno Shield means we kite away. And if you decide to go through their E with your E, don't do it. Use your W instead, because stun doesn't work. And maybe not go towards them, instead go with an angle so you dodge the damage. At this point, fight was kinda even. Actually, he had an advantage because he didn't use his potion yet, but the HP difference was going to cover that. So anyways, this red showed up and we decided to kill him instead of keep fighting. Which is a pretty cool gesture, which happens rarely. Here, I stunned him when he was invisible, so that means he's somewhere here. And with my Q, I kill him. And this fight doesn't continue after this. Since this is another regular bow, I have no worries. My HP will get a bit low because I don't try to kite away or do anything. I just take the damage, try to deal damage to him, because we all know that I'm gonna win this fight unless a third party joins. And I think camp drops are pretty nice in the mists right now, even after that initial 25% buff. When I say 25% buff, I'm talking about that first 7-day event. Mists are still buffed, that didn't change. Mists are slowly becoming my main content, I'm not gonna lie. I used to hang around in the open world mostly, but I don't know, Mist is pretty respectable right now. You don't have to worry about gankers. I can make a guide about how to survive in mists or something like that. Let me know in the comments. It looks like that's dual sword guy, like AFK or disconnected. So when you find free silver, you kinda need to take it, you know. Then I was fighting with that Frost. I made few mistakes. I was trying to reset the fight, and I was going to be able to do that because, as you can see, he used all of his spells and I was going to be able to run away and reset. But unfortunately, this guy showed up and killed me with his auto attacks. And I remembered that I had a 4.4 Great Hammer laying around in one of the banks, so I upgraded that a little bit more and got myself 6.3 set and continued my adventure. With this upgrade, actually nothing changed too much except the attunements, because I was already playing with 6.2 and in most cases I was overcharged, so my gear was basically 6.3. Now I am playing without overcharge. If needed, obviously I can overcharge. My HP is higher because of the attunements, and I have a cooldown reduction plus like 6% defense. The new guy made the correct decision pretty quickly and mounted back up. By the way, in the middle of the fights, I usually use the helmet to decrease their damage rather than slowing them down, because I can already match their movement speed or like mobility with my boots and 2 dash. So that's why I use my mercenary hoods in the middle of the fights. And some of you been asking about streams. I really want to go back to doing streams, but I'm trying to fix my sleeping schedule so I can put everything in a like kinda strict order, so I can have a stream schedule and everything like that. It is taking some time, but hopefully I will be able to manage it pretty soon. And when I start doing the streams, there will be a whole new giveaway setup that I'm planning. So every day I'm gonna give a bunch of pretty cool rewards, obviously randomly, to the followers. You can be pretty sure that it's gonna be better than Albion's like Twitch drops. By the way, in this fight, don't do it like I do. Don't get caught to curse when you are mounted, because when you are mounted, they will apply their 4 stacks and use their E. Before the E explodes, you will be already dismounted and you will get the full E damage on yourself. So to prevent it, when you see a curse, try to get away, dismount, and then start the fight. I'm gonna be honest, I just killed this guy to cover for my food cost, because almost his whole setup was like 200k, and eel stew 8.1 is 200k also. But I don't know why he attacked me back, because otherwise he could get away. And look what I found. A Fey Dragon. But I wasn't lucky. I got the shitty drop. Here I could purge his boots because he don't have anything else to purge, but I kinda forgot. Here I purged his boots, even though he has Inferno Shield, I just didn't want him to get away, and when he activated Inferno Shield, I just moved away a little bit. Around the corners like this, be careful when you are using your assassin shoes because you can't go through objects. Make sure you have a clear line to dash. Here I almost solved this fight with that stupid E use. Now I am using my W and E to close the gap. And this one is another example of this build being crazy mobile. Look at this, a legendary chest. But the drop is... You'll let me know in the comments. Well, everything was going great until this red showed up. And this is a good example of your dismount potential. This guy turns out to be a weaver, so shout out to him. He was using our Quarterstaff build. I seriously don't see a reason why he's not fighting. Oh, here we go. Oh, fucking mobs. And I wasted my urge on basically nothing. I can't miss this much. I dodged it. Bro, what's up? Where are you going? Bro, is this for real? He ran away. No, no, no. No words. It got traced. Wait, I need to lose the mob. I'm afraid that he might one-shot. What's up, bro? Come on. Bro, are you joking? Hell yeah. Ooh. Well, this guy can kill us for sure. Pew. What do you think you are doing, you reckless soul? Man, these kids, they don't learn. this might be a problem, but let's see. What's up, bro? What's up? Why? You throw the potion to the wrong person. I didn't forget about you, filthy rat. Come on, purple, purple. $600. Purple. Guys. Are we getting rich? Ew. Nice, we got our first kill. I don't think that we can kill him. But maybe we can try. So what type of 1 versus 1 is this? You run away when you lose? Nice. Well, GG's. Yo, 230 is definitely not bad at all. Damn it. Mobs, hit him, mobs. Mobs. Stop hitting me, mobs. Boom. Well, it's a rare one. We are in an epic map. So this should be at least 500k. And it is 300k. He got scammed, but it's okay. Damn. Damn it, another one. All of them are reds. Really? Really? I'm pissed. Oh, one more. Okay. At the end of this, I think I will die. Why did I eat the food again? I already had a food. Misclicked. Okay, let's chill out for a second. Oh. My man, what are you doing? We killed them with the mobs, basically. Well, then don't use... Oh. Shit. I used the purge early. Well, anyways, it worked out fine.
But I don't understand why he's acting so hesitant. Well, that was relatively easy. What the fuck? So your chances of getting jumped in here is higher, but if you get lucky and get a rare chest, maybe you can get a good loot, like us. Yes, just like this. Well, I didn't check his spells. I am not sure what he's using. Bro, these mobs are paid actors. What the fuck? Why they always chase me? I should have used... Oh, what the fuck? I couldn't cast. He's gonna be able to run away. I cast the spell improperly. I want him to deal damage so he thinks he can kill. Roasts are not an issue, it looks like. But of course, things can go bad always. Man, he has undead cape. Who knows where did he go? Okay, I might catch him. I might catch him. Well, damn fucking stun takes too long. What's up? I can heal, you can't. Yeah, go away. It's mine. It's mine. Brother, you will get yourself killed. Yeah, get the fuck away. It's mine. Got all that shit for 400k. Damn it. Are they 2 DPS? Wait. Two DPS and Battle X is not good. I missed it. Fuck it. Pew! Why did I use it? What happened, guys? Are we not having fun anymore? Pew! Well, let's see uncommon. Damn, I forgot to heal. Shit. Well, we survived, baby. Nice. Cloth sandals won't be enough. Let's see, I have 15 seconds, so... But I can't hit a fucking hit.
He's very high compared to me. Fuck, how do I miss too much? He's moving around too much. Come on, maybe I can pull this off. Come on. If I can fucking hit, maybe I can pull it off, but basically I'm only using auto attacks at this point. Bro, he's 1.6k. 5 million silver goes away, unfortunately. Damn it. Fucking mobs, leave me alone. Why did I stop? Yeah, go kill him. What the fuck? We basically won against that 1.5k nature, by the way. Oh no. I got the kill. Where is the frost? I think I shouldn't chase him like this, to be honest. This guy coming for me also. Shit, this is fun. Yeah, I'm winning. Can't you tell? No one even thought about looting the body.